I should be here now. And let me get the music off. This is the stage 1 from Toho Luna Nights. It is another Toho Castlevania game. It came out much more recently. It was originally in early access a few years ago, came out finally about a year later. Very good game. Even if you're not a Tohovania person. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well and having a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever it is for you. So last where we left off was we were doing Patchouli stage? I want to say Patchouli stage because her boss fight is when the game starts going up a cliff in difficulty. I've been practicing quite a bit off stream. Was able to finally get a clear, not a 1cc of course, but just a normal clear. And so I figure we will continue from where we left off, I think, here. What stage is this? Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go and let me turn this down a little bit on my end. So, because this was an indie game originally, and I'm guessing because the stages kind of go through an issue where it's a bit of a slog, but there we go. Yeah. But overall, I mean, the game is good. I unlocked the extra mode. Let me get to Cherno, because ironically, the weakest character here has the best assist in this game. Cherno's assist is stupidly good because it's a constant hitbox on a spot that you choose. But yeah, I started doing the extra mode and it is something else. It just, I will show you later. It's pretty nuts. And you're given 3 lives. And there's a 1-up in the stage if you can find it. Or if you can survive that long. But you basically have to fight all the bosses again. They're all buffed. They all have more health. On top of all the enemies being buffed versions, having more health, having more damage. And it's a fight. And then the boss is cracked. And you gotta beat her and the stage within those lives. It's been a while since I played this stage, but I'm going to rely on my general ability. I've gotten much more comfortable with the controls of this game and discovered that there's some mechanics you can abuse besides, you know, Cherno's assist, of course. But the way the hitbox for the whip works, you can hit those guys like that. I'm using a different controller this time, so bit of a different D-pad, not a traditional D-pad. It's, what is it? It's the newer ones that the Xboxes use. The ones that are good for fighting games. The circle pad, right. The newer controllers are nice because they've got the USB-C and all that. Oh, here's another thing. So I can either do this, or you can use Suika too. Suika's a good one because of her lingering fire hitbox, because she's got a lingering flaming hitbox that'll activate when you hit the ground. I'm gonna wait a second. Okay. Grab that. Okay. And then we wait. You kind of want to wait for the arc of their jump. Okay, gotta keep an eye out. Hey. There we go. There we go. Would Suika get this? Nope. Oh well. We can just do this. He won't hit us, and if we fly up, yep, we get it all. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and I do apologize for not being around the last, like, week. Getting... last week was a problem with getting... or, not last week. Yesterday was a problem with bandwidth, unfortunately. So I had to spend the greater part of last night and today just kind of watching things, seeing how things go. Not where I want it to be, but it's certainly usable. You know what I mean? I've been doing some work outside recently, and I'm really hoping, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it's fiber coming. I'd be happy with cable even. You know, anything more than what I've got. And even that's more than what was originally provided in this area, unfortunately. But it's okay. I mean, I'm able to stream. That's something I can't complain about. I'm enjoying doing this. Ah, crap. Been trying to figure out also, like, you know, just what to play, even. There's a one up here. Grab that. I'm probably going to die from this. Let's see if we can do this. Ah, well, crap. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. But yeah, like, I've got so many ideas. Right, right. I gotta write down Neverhood. Dang. I need to write it down. Yeah. I had mentioned this the last time and you had said Everhood. That is totally on the list. I just keep forgetting. Hold on. Let me see. Give me a second. I am going to write that down right now. Okay. It is now written down and will be someplace I can see it. So, that will be right there. It's, I believe it's like what, rhythm game? Can I do this? Ha. It's rhythm-esque, I think, or at least it's got like rhythm mechanics in it. I've seen like some of the gameplay and it's kind of like vertical, yeah, rhythm with like vertical shmup bits, kind of. Okay, there we go. Tracking works a little bit better now. Which, yeah, rhythm games, rhythm games are definitely my jam. Okay. So, yeah, stop right there. But yeah, the plot's still being here is they're not talking. She does sound like the voice actor for Suika does actually sound she's like drunk. She's like she's either got a really good like acting like slur to her voice, like, or she drank a lot for that role. I could probably turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit because I got a new audio system in place with fancy side chaining and all of that. So the game turns itself down just a wee bit when it picks up voice activity. Okay. So you want to make sure you don't get hit by her spells, if anything. And then there's a safe spot in the corner for 90% of these spells. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, so close. Just, you don't want to get hit by her spells, because those are the powerful ones. And then this corner for everything except for the earth ones, which are slightly down. I'll just take the hit. And there we go. Not bad. That's the easiest version of her I've fought. Although the trick with her spell card is a little bit more complicated in this version. Every other version of her is a lot easier in that regard, but that's the general toughest one just because of the combination of both health and mechanics. She's also extremely asthmatic, so her excuse is that she gets winded very easily. And then, yep, our classic Castlevania, you grab the thing and stage complete. Okay. And, okay. So here's the clock tower stage. You know, our obligatory clock tower stage. It wouldn't be a Castlevania-esque game without one. So, like traditional Castlevania games, it comes with instant death spikes, although these ones aren't actually instant death. Those ones do damage. They're just hazards. There are instant death spikes upcoming, though. Oh, dang. I'm just going to spend a little money to do that. And then Suika. Thank you. I'm just going to be safe. There we go. That was like... That only costed like 5. Yeah, there we go. And then back on Cherno. Neat little trick here is you can go behind that so you don't have to even bother with some of the stuff. And then, yep, go. I needed the... And then if you space this just right, you can, yeah, get them without trouble. You can stop them during their charge, kinda. It's a weird way they interact. So those facing down spikes, those specifically are instant death. There's a ground variant as well. It's just this, you just got to look for that specific art for the spikes. These ones are fine. And then grab the rice ball, back to full health, and then, yeah, if you hit them with the tip of the whip on the start of their charge, they can't advance far enough to hit you. No, I can't actually. I'm just gonna skip her, because she's not in the best spot for me to fight. Then this room, you can clear it and get some extra stuff by just going to the left first, Diablo style, and just making sure you sweep the room clean. And then grab all of that. And there's a couple bats to throw you off a little. Same here, there's 2 bats. And as you can see, stop them during the charge. And then we get a nice outdoor section. Ooh. Just going to be collecting as many little red orbs as we can, because that's our ammo, that's our hearts, basically. And then this one, watch this. You can coax them to fall off. Okay, so there's a little trick here. First off, this maid here is going to zone you to the instant death spikes right there. So we're gonna fly. Gonna approach and just spam that. Now there's a part 2. The spike trap above. Wait. One of them was actually a 1-up. There's an achievement for getting all of the, actually, hold on. If I do that. See? You can abuse your little hitbox for the whip. And there we go. And then we want to go on this side, wait till the asset for the spike dims, like when you see it right there. When it dims, the hitbox is gone. Then we just keep going. The levels kind of are repetitive, unfortunately, towards the end of the game. This is pretty much the same design, and it's repeated, and mirrored, and whatnot, unfortunately, but again, indie game, and also the sequel fixes a lot, if not all of the issues that this first one has, which, ooh, thankfully that wasn't a instant death spike. But yeah, I do want to also play the sequel. But since there's no HD version, we'll have to play the OG. Pump. Oh, yeah, Sonic Adventure. Yeah. The devs for this team only ever made 2 games. This and the sequel. I don't know if, hold on. Cat wanted to be released from his confinement. I don't know if, give me a sec, I'm going to adjust something. I don't know if they did any more, stuff now that they've had this re-release, or if they're planning on doing more stuff. Okay, there we go. Because the group basically disbanded, so I don't know where the musician went for this, or the arranger or whatever. But yeah, the music in this game is good. I've never played a Tohovania with bad music. Luna Nights and this game both have amazing music. The only thing that sucks is that Luna Nights, if you buy the official OST on Steam, it's actually not the same mastering as the game version, and it's actually a lot lower quality. It doesn't sound as good as it does in-game because the mastering is all messed up, which really stinks. because that OST is very good. Oh. There we go. And then, yeah. But you always got to have a clock tower stage that has music that has, you know, you've, it's pretty much always required to have this, like, some kind of banger for your clock tower stage. Okay, here's Sakuya. So we fought her earlier in stage 3, I think. But we're gonna fight her a bit serious this time. And one thing to note is take a note of the character portrait's eyes. See, you're both quite persistent, I see. Is that a compliment? Did you not heed my warning? You didn't think we'd actually listen, did you? Indeed, I did not. What's Remilia planning to do here? I do not understand the meaning of your question. You plan on playing dumb till the very end? I have no obligation to divulge my mistress's intentions. That is a lot of words coming out of, like, what, 4 words in Japanese? In any case, you've made it very clear that you have no intention of settling this amicably. You've got us there. Tell you what, we can have a nice little chat after we're done wiping the floor with you. Okay, so... Okay. This version, okay. Okay. I gotta remember how to fight this version of her. And then... Okay. Do that. And then... Ooh. Nope. Okay. Now where's she going? Ooh. Okay. She's going to... There we go. And then 1, 2. She's open during that part. Oh, dang it. Okay, 1, 2. There she goes again. And we just gotta watch out. She's gonna do the diagonal. Oop. Really? Really, bitch? Oh. 1, 2. Too slow. Okay, 1, 2. That her teleporting for this one is a bit different. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Oh. Oh, that didn't happen. It must be stage 7 I'm thinking of then. Okay. Damn, you really gave us a run for our money. For a money. You gave us our run for a money. A singular money. Alright, let us through. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Last chance. What is Remilia planning? Still not going to spill the beans, huh? Could it be that even Sakuya does not know Remy's true intentions? You messed with us even though you have no idea what's going on? I am obliged to dispose of anyone that would inconvenience my mistress. An inconvenience. However, I have failed to fulfill my duties this time. We should find out what Remy is up to ourselves. Yeah, we're still in the dark as to what your mistress is really cooking up behind the scenes. But there's no denying we're suffering because of the Scarlet Mist, and this is Scarlet Devil Castle. We need to get to the bottom of this once and for all, don't you think? The mistress has not shown herself to any of us since before she built the Scarlet Devil Castle. Are you serious? Ever since then, she has locked herself in her quarters. Yes, I have not seen her since I found her poring over an ancient text in the library. An ancient text? What was it about? I am not sure. Remy took it with her, so I've never had the chance to find out. There's a good chance that that book is the reason why she's holed up in the room all the time. We can come up with theories all day, or we can go in and ask her ourselves. You're right. An ancient book, huh? It may have the power to bring Gensokyo to ruins depending on what's written inside it. So this version of the game, this HD remaster version, actually changes a bit of how the plot is doled out regarding this. Okay, and then we're here in stage 8. Blows my mind that you built such an over-the-top castle like this all on your own. I simply did what my mistress wished of me. I see. I had no idea she had such interesting taste. And then we get our classic trot up to the lair. However, before that, there's a section up here we can go to. Gives us a bit more ammo. I've only got 1 life. Ooh. And there's a yukuri and some more stuff here, so another 1 up. Again, you want Churno. You want to whip all the flames. Now here's the trick here. I'm at 96. If you don't move when you change into the next room, you can get an extra 5. Like that. And then you start a scene, and it loads up the level again, so you get an extra 5 for another shot. Why did the castle even have to be built in the first place? And was it really necessary to spread all the Scarlet Mist around? The Scarlet Mist, for anyone who doesn't understand, is from Touhou 6. It was spread across the area, Gensokyo, the bubble they're in, basically. When Remilia and their party arrived, because it blocked out the sun, because she is a classic vampire. So the Scarlet Mist basically blocks out the sunlight, so Remilia can go outside normally. But it has the effect of pretty much eternal night. Or at least a very altered day-night schedule. I guess we'll find out the answer soon enough. Indeed, you will. Welcome, humans, to my beautiful Scarlet Devil Castle. You finally revealed yourself, mistress. Good work, Sakuya and Patchy. Oh, even in the Japanese, she calls her Patchy. That's interesting. And again, you do want to note the detail on the character portrait. It's really well done. Her, the watercolor effects on the blood stains on her wings are really well done. You can see, like, blood splatter. You can see the folds in it, too. I just love this art style. What exactly is going on? Yeah, tell us what the hell you're up to here. We're going to need you to cough it all up. No need to be so on edge. You'll all find out soon enough. I've been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. You wouldn't believe the preparations I put into it. Do you all realize you've been invited to the greatest party of all? A party? In that case, this is a pretty rude way to treat your guests. I trust you've all enjoyed yourselves. I don't hate it. Yeah, it's not so bad. So, can we finally get down to business? Yes, of course. 3 things are necessary to see my objective. Oh yeah. She's implied to be like at least 700, I think. She's pretty much Bram Stoker's Dracula, like old Western lore um vampire, very traditional style. Um like yeah, basically she's a it fits into the theme too of how like her whole thing is her whole like section is like Western influence coming in. So to have her as this old English, old style Bram Stoker's Dracula, you know, like Scandinavia Dracula, come in is kind of her like is her deal as like a vampire. She's very heavily based in the older style, in the old tradition of all of that, rather than, you know, modern interpretations. So I, I'm not sure if it was the movie or what, but I want to say stuff like running water and stuff like that is like part of her weakness too. 3 things are necessary: the construction of the Scarlet Devil Castle, the use of the Scarlet Mist to block out the sunlight, and you guys. Huh? Us. You're just a bonus. What? It's not like anyone would include fairies in the head count, you know? Dumb bee. Don't make fun of me. I prepared a splendid party venue for all who've gathered. This party's in bad taste. Oh, you humans don't know how good this is, do you? From the hallways, the clock tower, to this top floor, it's the best of the best. Sorry, but I grew up in a nice neighborhood. I can tell exactly what kind of neighborhood you're from. But fine. According to the ancient book... Oh, an ancient book, huh? If this ritual succeeds, it will turn the logic of the world on its head. So, in the original version of this game, the contents of the book and what I will explain after, what it will go into more detail, I will explain later. Basically, the contents of the book and the afterlying discussion that happens after it's revealed happens here and not in the credits, like the after credits scene. However, in this game, they moved it back to the credits for reasons I will go into during the credits. But long story short, she's trying to change the logic of the world. Not just Gensokyo, but the whole world. That's right. Doesn't that sound fun? That is why I have decided I will put an end to the world. Endless life, every day repeating itself for all eternity. Peaceful days filled with the same boring thing. They will come to an end today. Under the crimson moon, this party will be colored by the wine of pitiful humans. And then I shall rob this world of all reason. Now, give me your beautiful life. Let the Scarlet Symphony play. She said the thing. She said it. I should have known this would happen. So, between phases, the candelabra or the candlesticks, and the on the left and right, and the pot on the left will spawn between phases. That's pretty important because this fight is going to be a bit of a gauntlet. Alright then, let's do this. It's vampire hunting time. You're on. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. Okay, so she's going to start by doing lasers and directional... Oh. Okay. Now, here's her charge up attack. She's going to... Yeah, there we go. Send out the Leviathan. Oop. And then this is going to be aimed. There we go. And then she's going to do these lasers again. They're going to reach a little bit underneath it because she's way too high. Ooh. You want to fly during a lot of this because your hitbox is significantly smaller. But I want her to be on the ground. Or closer to the ground than she was. But as you can see, this is creating problems. There we go. One, two, three, four, five. There we go. Phase 1 down. Good. Just throw in the towel already. It's not over yet. I think it's time for all of us to get serious. Mei Ling, Patchy, Sakuya. Fight with me. That's an order. Oh, you're so demanding. If that is what you wish. So now you get to fight mini forms of the 3 bosses. They are powerful enough as their normal forms. However, they have significantly less health. I'd say about half. So there's a little bit of cheese you can do here. First up will be Mei Ling. We're going to stay on the right-hand side, and we're just going, and I will just do, I will just show you what I'm going to do. It's time to turn the tables. I have no idea what you're planning, but we'll take you all down. I'm never going to get to pot those primroses. So, if you just whip her real good, you get to just skip her spell card if you can do the DPS. Well, Remilia looks like she's having fun. I suppose I can play along. So, as you can see, I broke everything in the room when Mei Ling spawned in, and there was some health in the pot on the left that's going to respawn every time. So we can use that to sustain ourselves. However, you only get a short amount of time to make it from one side to the other. Same thing here. We're going to try to... There we go. You want to try to out DPS because Patchy's spell card is really tough to deal with in any version of her boss fight. So if you can beat her before she does her spell card, then by all means do it. Burn, you know, how much meter you got to. Mei Ling, you can do just, if you're perfect with your jump swings and your spacing, you can beat Mei Ling without having to summon Cherno. However, Cherno is a little bit of an insurance to make sure you do enough damage before her spell card. But with Patchy, you want both. Because Patchy covers her... She does more... you have to take time to dodge her. Whereas Mei Ling, you can do good spacing and jumps and still DPS while dodging. My goodness, this castle is going to require a very deep clean after this. So we get another version. And there we go. I knew we'd have a wonderful time playing with you all. Let's keep doing this forever. Now, final boss time. And then, same thing here. This time, lasers. And there's... Okay. Now you're going to want to... Yep. Now she's going to teleport, and she's going to repeat. And we rinse and repeat these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dive. Dive. And then we want to get somewhere safe. Summon Cherno again. Couple. And then we use the flight hitbox. And then get back up. Oop, that was a mistake on misinput. Oop. There we go. And then you don't want to be horizontal. If you're horizontal with the Leviathan, say goodbye to your life. And then 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. I sure do enjoy a good vampire hunting every now and then. Ugh. Are you alright, mistress? Well, I'm still alive at least. Seriously, you're such a pain. That was pretty fun. I'm so worn out. Haven't had enough to drink. But more importantly, Reimu. Huh? What? That ancient book thing, that's been sorted out now, right? No, definitely not. Really? But we beat those guys, so we're good, right? Yeah, pretty much. Then let's head home and have our party. Party, party. Party, party. Now that we're on the same page, it's time to go to Hakure's shrine. Well, at least she's happy. Case closed, I guess. And congratulations. You have now defeated... Oh, hey. I got the achievement for clearing this without dying. Nice. And the achievement is obviously going to be a JoJo reference. How many breads have you eaten in your life? So here we are. When it comes to parties, the more the merrier. You really had to hold it up my shrine again, huh? You're lucky I'm so understanding. Suika kinda has lived with Reimu since Toho 7.5, which was her appearance. She basically is kind of a resident with the shrine now. She's an Oni, one of the few that are still around. And obviously having a constant drunk on your premises is not really fun. What is this? It tastes disgusting. Perhaps it's too sophisticated for a simpleton like you, and you can see Cherno in the center left pretty much collapses from the sake. Being a simpleton has nothing to do with tasting sake, and I'm not a simpleton anyway. Well then, how about this one? You all should have a glass too. Alright. I can appreciate having a drink every now and then. Yeah, and it's like Suika said earlier, this is way more fun with all of us to enjoy it. You said it, right, Remilia? She's kind of pouting. Toho kind of has the shonen trope of the enemies become villain, or the enemies become friends thing for most of the cast. So there's that. And you can see, like, Sakuya is kind of like the parent here. She's kind of the one, like, Remilia is the one making the orders, but Sakuya is the rest of it. Come on, why don't we enjoy ourselves? Geez, what are you getting so bent out of shape for? The mistress is feeling a tad shy. No, I'm not. So, what was it all about? The castle, the mist? It's a secret. What? Don't be so stingy. Explain it to me. Everyone at least has a right to know, don't you think? Don't you think so? Fine. I'll explain everything, so listen up. So, basically, what she's about to explain and the subsequent dialogue was supposed to happen prior to the final boss fight. My goal is Your goal is. Your goal is. Gulp. Well, onomatopoeia for gulp. My goal is to dig for buried treasure. Oh? Are you serious? You could have at least had the courtesy to look a little surprised. Sorry, could you repeat that? I'm telling you, I'm going to dig up buried treasure. Huh? Yeah? But you... How many times do I need to repeat it? Buried Yeah, I got that part. Um... Well, what about the part where you turn the logic of the world on its head? There's a ton of buried gold, you know? I'll buy everything in the world. Huh? I'll buy countries. I'll buy continents. Remy, no matter how much buried gold there is, that'd be impossible. What? Really? I'm sorry. I'm saying that... I don't know anymore. So, Remilia, you wanted to dig up treasure? Yes. Why? Why not? I'm bored. Yeah, you sure do have a lot of free time. I was bored out of my mind, so I visited Patchy's library and found the most fascinating ancient book. An ancient book? This one right here. Let's see, it's called Buried Treasure. It's really out there. What the hell is supposed to be ancient about this? It looks more like it looks less of an ancient book and more like a magazine. Apparently, this used to be all the rage among humans in ages past. Ever since discovering this book, I've spent all of my days and nights reading up on buried treasure. It's like talking to a wall. Anyway, this book said that there's a great hoard of treasure buried underneath somewhere around the Red Castle. So if you're familiar with any Japanese folklore, we're talking about the legend of Mount Akagi. Which actually they'll explain in this. In the original version, they don't explain what the legend of Mount Akagi is. Basically, there is on Mount Akagi, there was supposed to be buried treasure underneath a red castle. Measuring in, depending on where you read the story from, it would either be in the ballpark of 100 trillion yen or I think there was a news thing in the 1920s about the legend of Mount Akagi that changed the amount from 100 trillion yen to what would be around 120 million back then. 120 million USD. I don't remember the yen amount, but the amount that's supposedly buried under Mount Akagi varies depending on where you go, but the most traditional one is about 1 trillion or 100 trillion. Hey Sharu, I'm just explaining the plot differences between this game and the original version. How in this game you're fighting the boss and she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw the world upside down and we're gonna, you know, rule it and whatnot, and you stop her, and then in the post-credit scene it's like, oh, she read a brochure about an ancient legend and thought that she could do that. Turns out in the original version you confront her on that prior to the final boss fight and she gets so flustered. Oh no, dumber than that. Oh no, it's going to explain her logic in a moment, but in the original version of the game, she gets flustered about being confronted by this so much so that she lashes out and attacks. So she basically tries to play off the, oh yeah, I was just pretending to be dumb. I'm actually trying to destroy everything. So have at you. In traditional Castlevania fashion. So I asked Sakuya to build our red castle, the Scarlet Devil Castle. So if you kind of see what she's going for, they need to find a red castle. But Remilia, in her great mind, had her maid build a red castle. And what's with the Scarlet Mist? It seems that carrying out excavation day and night was an important part of the ritual, so I needed to do something about the sunlight during the day. Basically, she blocked out the sun so she could go outside and do the excavation for the castle. That's basically it. And of course, I've been waiting for you all to get here. I can't very well do all the digging on my own. I feel like I'm losing brain cells just sitting near her. Now then, we don't have any time to lose. Let's start excavate. Stop right now. What now? There's treasure out there waiting for us. Don't you think that building a castle and getting rid of all the sunlight is going to make some treasure just magically appear? But in the book, it says that that's not even how you find treasure. Besides, the Red Castle isn't even a real castle. The story your book is talking about is Mount Akagi, the Red Castle Mountain. What? And those rumors are probably fake anyway. Chances are that the treasure's not even real. Yeah, you can't summon treasure into existence. This is an alchemy we're talking about. What? Does that mean I'm sorry to say, you've built the castle for nothing. I had a lot of fun with the dolls. That was a pain. Well, you enjoyed it, didn't you? Sure. But Sakuya had to build this castle, right? It was a colossal waste of time and money. My mistress. Look, I'm sure there's a silver lining to this. I didn't know Remilia was so stupid. What? I'll kill you, you know. And also they bleep Kurose. For whatever reason. Either for censorship reasons, for indie games back then, or whatever. But yeah, they actually put a little bleep in when she says Kurose. Which would be to kill. What? Are you being a bully? Go ahead. Reimu, did I have to be dragged into all this? Yeah, looks like it. What a rough time. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? We had fun playing together, didn't we? Remy, you bounced back way too fast. All's well that ends well. Yeah. You're talking nonsense. Well, I can have a drink now. So let's say everything's good, shall we? From now on, don't make the Scarlet Mist appear and wait until nightfall to dig, okay? Yeah, I promise. Also, you need to clean up the castle. Sakuya will clean up the mess. All of it. I should have guessed as much. I feel for you. Thank you. There's a weirdly unspoken thing between Sakuya Reimu and Marisa. Like, they're constantly protagonists together in some games, like with Sakuya as well, being a protagonist, like a playable character. So they've got like this weird kind of like understanding. It's interesting. But they understand how much of a pain in the ass Remilia is. Now that we've taken care of all that, Gensokyo is finally at peace again, right? Yep, and it's all thanks to me. Chug it all down. I'm gonna be sick. Hey, you guys better provide use some good entertainment. Oh. You guys better provide use, instead of us, some good entertainment for causing all that trouble earlier. You want entertainment? Alright, Sakuya, show him that thing you do. Are you referring to the knife trick? Yeah. And you'll be the target, Mei-Ling. What? Why? Wow, sounds like we're in for a real treat. Please, don't make me do this. Can we really call this peace? Beats me. And then, there you are. You get the whole art, you get the cast, you get the updated cast with voice acting, because the game didn't originally have voice acting. Program and script was done by one person. Scenario, let's see. Where's the music? Translation. Dote and art design, B-Men and May. I actually found, I believe it was B-Men's. Ichiro Yanagi is the music design for this. And he also did, they also did debugging. The theme song that has the vocals is Misted Amnesia, which was made for this remake of the game. And of course, as tradition with Toho games, they thank the player, which is something I think a lot of games should do. And with that, you complete the main scenario, and you unlock this, the extra start. It's a gauntlet stage with its own boss, and let me just tell you now, it's a pain in the ass. Let's see. And as you can see, you get your character updated, get Remilia's art. Do we get? No, we don't. I'm gonna have to go to... Okay. And then, yeah, we get all the stage stuff. Let me go back, and we'll do an extra run. So, get ready for something else. In traditional Toho fashion, the extra stage is a lot. Okay. I'm just going to play it slow so I show off the enemies and all that. There's a way, there's something I've discovered with this. You can kind of skip a lot of this. However, for the purposes of the viewer, I'm obviously not going to do the skips. And I am going to farm all of the stuff I can. So I'm going to wait out this hopping. Get those. And these little guys, they summon more. And then, yep. Yep. Come on, bird. And then get you. Gather all that. Gather all that. Okay. So we face our first boss here, Remilia, who's the first boss from Toho 6, the game that this whole thing is based off of. Now that she's done 3 attacks, she's going to do this. And you gotta be far away. And then you want to be... And now that she's done 3, this time she's going to do this again. And you're going to want to... Yep. And then she does that. Yep. 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 This one's hard because they move so fast that it's kind of very difficult to dodge. Like, you have to be like a full screen away, but if you do that, then you're gonna be, you know, too far. Like, you have to react. Then do that. There we go. That's actually like the first time I've beaten her without losing a life. Well, okay, now we get fishmen. These are all buffed versions of regular enemies. Let me get to a point where, okay. So if you watch, he's got a crazy huge attack. And then we're going to get summoning. Ooh. There we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to get another fishman. About here. And then we're safe until this tree. And then there's a bunch here. So you're going to walk onto the bridge, and if you don't stop, you will summon like 4 of those fishmen. So you want to take like 1 step at a time. There we go. Now is Mei Ling's buffed form. The same strat can be used against her in this one, although she has more health. I'm so used to skipping, so I do apologize for skipping there. I didn't mean to. And then... Okay. And we just basically do the same strategy. We just jump and whip. We just try to do our best timing, and then he jumps and does this big ol' slash that does the whole floor. And then these chandeliers are going to want to screw you over. So you want to take your time. You don't want to try to get an extra attack in, like I tried there, because he will delete you. Those fairies come in with homing bullets, but then they go away. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna want to really watch your spacing on here, because those silver knights are going to wreck your shit. You want them to run into your hitbox, if you can do that. Because otherwise he will run at your face and hit you. As you can see, that was very close. Ooh, I ate the kunai instead. Alright. And you just watch your positioning. You short hop. Yep. Had to eat that there, unfortunately. That time I didn't do the spacing right. And there we go. You want to beat her before she does her second summon, but sometimes you can't help it. In which case, you like either roll under it or go back further. There we go. The hit stop on the connection from the whip seems to be what stops the charge. And here we go. Next fight, another Sakuya fight. I believe here her character model changes, or her portrait. Well, if it isn't the Shrine Maiden of the Hakurei Shrine. Can you tell me what's going on here? Our move is taking longer than expected. It's already way past your eviction date. I am terribly sorry, my landlord. Could you please give us some more time? You've given me the same excuses time after time. Hey, wait a minute, I'm not your landlord. I appreciate you playing along with the charade. Just to be clear, we aren't here to fool around. I understand that, but both of you and Mei Ling sound like you're trying to hide something. I'm asking you to leave for the day. I've heard that one before, too. We will demolish the castle in due time. Geez, just take us to Remilia already. I am afraid I cannot do that. Well, I tried asking nicely. Oh dear. It seems there's no end to the garbage I have to take out. That's funny. I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, no. Okay. This one's her probably hardest form yet. She always appears in front of you, so you can bait her into a summon. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So because she always shows up in front of you, you want to position yourself a Cherno assist away from the wall before she does her teleport. And you want to be on her opposite side. So here's a little thing. All these 1-ups. However, if you look, they're all bad. The faces are off on them. If you look at the face, they look distraught. However, one of them's real. And there we go. This whole room is filled with health and ammo. However, You can't, you have to eat it all here. You can't come back. So we go forward, and we go next to the next boss, Patroli. It's the girl in red and white. You're not gonna let me through either, Patroli. What's going on? Why is everyone being so hush-hush? Actually, what? Is your mistress cooking up another weird plan? Not at all. Remy is entirely innocent. Well, someone's pulling something. If it's not Remilia... Oh. I see. I get it now. It was her. Yes. That's even more reason why you need to fix this right away. But... if you won't, we will. No, stop. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. This time, you want to get in this corner and just stay there. You'll actually dodge them all. It's actually a safe spot for this specific version. And then we dodge. We'll get some more ammo. Okay. And then same thing here. We do a little bit more of stage stuff. A couple of rooms. Oop. Didn't mean to get hit by that, but well, we're not all perfect. And then some more health. And as you can see, most of that health from before Patroli's room went to waste. We couldn't go back and get it anyways. Oop. Your whip extends just far enough so you can get those annoying ones. Oop. And as you can see, there's a trap. And you want to watch your positioning, because that guy will run you against that. And as you can see, there's another breakable thing that teaches you to go up here, where there's health and some more ammo. If you go up, there's nothing. In the original version, there was an enemy and I believe a 1-up. There we go. And that was your end stage. Now comes the final boss, the extra stage boss. And here we go. So I do want to... there we go. Take a moment to look at her art. First off, this is Flandra Scarlet. This is Remilia's younger sister. Her lore is she can't control her power as a vampire, and she's insanely destructive, even more powerful than Remilia. So they keep her underground, locked up in a basement. So in Touhou 6, when you beat the original game, she gets let out due to the events of the game's storyline / the 1cc playthrough. She gets out basically from the underground, and oh yeah, this art style also benefits it. So she gets out, and you have to fight her to wear her out, basically, enough to where she'll go back down. She'll go back in her room. If you notice, she has a similar design to Remilia. However, if you notice the wings on her back, she made those to be more like her sister, and she attached them to her body herself. So as you can see, they look like tree branches with, like, crystal lights. Yeah, she kind of, like, made those herself, and they're grafted onto her back. She did herself. So, very dark. A lot darker than a lot of other things in the early Windows era. Anyway, you're finally here. I've been in the basement this whole time, waiting for you. What? Waiting for who? Me? Of course, but after you defeated my sister, everyone just marched off on their merry way. I mean, at the time, it seemed like we'd taken care of everything. I thought you'd show up any minute, and then you were gone before I knew it. So the plot in this game is we forgot to bring her to the party. So she's upset. Hmm. I was waiting here for an eternity, and you all ended up having a fun party. You must have felt real lonely. No, I wasn't. You should have just tagged along with us. No one invited me. Besides, she was locked up in her room in the basement. To tell you the truth, we kind of forgot about you. I knew it. Sorry about that. I hope you can forgive us. Whatever, I hate you anyway. I should have expected things to turn out like this. You're in for a beating. These sisters sure do love their Denmaku games. And just to tell you now, I'm not clearing this. There's no way in hell I'm clearing this right now. Okay. I want to be around her left. If you mess this up, you're pretty much screwed. Ugh. As you can see, if you get that wrong once, you're pretty much... And then you want to get by your left hand, and then you want to adjust. You want to adjust. You want to adjust. Ooh. Ooh. And then she summons four of a kind. Ooh. Then you want to watch your positioning. Ooh. Yeah, so on top of having to go through that hell stage, you now have to do this boss fight, which is in itself its own level of difficulty. So yeah, there's your extra mode. Very true to the original. Ooh. It's rough. That's going to be a while before I can actually clear that. The only other thing I can think of doing is doing a 1cc, which is doing the new game, going from beginning to end. Let me... I think for now a good idea would be to boot up the second one, actually. Might as well. Give me a moment. Okay. I'll put on music for a little bit. We'll do it to the Maiden, the Pocket Watch of Blood from Toho. This is from Luna Nights, the other series of Metroidvania. Well, it's only a single game, but I want to eventually play that one on stream too. I've already 100%ed that game, but it's so good. Okay. So, let's see. Let me update this. We want... Okay. So instead of this version, which is Koumajou Remilia, we're looking for Koumajou Densetsu 2. Yogen no Chingo. Okay, updated the category. Let me put this in OBS so you can see cover art. Here is the cover art for the special edition they made when 2 released. It is a combination pack of both 1 and 2. The artist went insane on this. Here we go. And then let me just make sure everything is... I gotta run it in Japanese locale. So the subtitle for this one is It is Stranger's Requiem. Then, okay. Move. Now we will add... Give me just a second to grab the screen. And then move it down here. Okay. So this is the sequel. And this one we play as Sakuya, who is the maid for Remilia. There we go. Then let me turn that down. Okay, this is very quiet, but give me just a moment. Did the second one have voice acting? It looks like it was CV credits. Okay. Okay, so this one's going to be a bit jankier. Because it doesn't have D-pad support. Which, for a 2D platformer, is not the best. Let me get a tool here. These games are pretty old. The original was made in 2009, whereas the sequel, the one we're playing right now, or going to be starting, came out 1 year later in 2010. I want to say around August because that's when Comiket is. Hold on. Okay. Pad, no, pad, attack, jump. Sub-weapon, change, pause. Weird. Okay, hold on. Can I... Come on. There we go. Okay. Sorry. I had to use one of my tools for old Toho games to get this to work right, because if I full screen it, it's going to basically make a whole monitor GBA resolution, and that's not good to happen live. So, game start. This is based on the Toho project. Basically, this is I'm just going to call it Tohovania 2. And we'll let the intro rock a little bit. So yeah, this was a year after development of the original. A lot of the character art stays similar with one thing I do notice is the characters' eyes are actually smaller for a lot of the characters. Alice looks the same. And there's Yukari. Oh, I didn't expect something animated. There's Yuyuko. Yomu, who absolutely fits. Oh, that's a really good Ron. Then there's Shen and Komachi. Here's Patchouli again. Here's Ron and Shen. So it looks like because we're going to be dealing with people like Yukari, Yomu, Yuyuko, Ron, and Shen, it looks like we're going to be dealing with Toho 7 characters. There we go. I hit the wrong button. This game is voice acting. I'm surprised the sequel got voice acting. I brought you the book you're looking for. Hmm? Mistress. The art is on another level. Strange. No sign of Mei-Ling or Patchouli, let alone my mistress. Everyone, where could they have gone? You're wondering where they are, right? So, the one thing I love about Yukari, just period, is whenever an artist or someone outside, well, actually, no. It used to not, the general, like, aesthetic for her portal design wasn't always what it is today, but basically a lot of Dojin artists would make it, and Dojin I mean like fan art. I mean people that sell like fan art prints, their own headcanon manga, that kind of stuff. Not not lewd. Um but anyway, portals are often depicted as her opening up to a realm of of horrors beyond man-made comprehension, or horrors beyond human comprehension, which I love. It's always typically the eyeball thing now, which fits with that. It's a nice day, Sakuya. Yukari Yakumo. Between Yukari and Yomu, those are the hardest going designs that absolutely fit the Castlevania aesthetic for the sequel. Everyone else I'm kind of mid about, except for Ron. Ron has a really good design, but that's only because I'm partial to it. Yep. Oh, freaking sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. I mean, look at the background right now. If you look in the upper left and the upper right, you can see eerily, uh, they're not cartoonishly done eyes. Almost akin to like a Resident Evil door with like the eye poking. It reminds me of some Resident Evil art. Like Resident Evil 2's original cover. Maybe they've gone to play somewhere. Somewhere with your mistress, perhaps? Way of hers. Yes, that could be true. I'd have liked to join in, but were you sleeping as usual? Well, I can't deny that. Well, what are you doing here? Sakuya's hair goes hard in this, like, it's everywhere. I mean, I'm not complaining, but as an artist or an amateur artist, I want to say I would hate having to draw a bunch of panels of Sakuya in various facial and like expressions for like VN, like what they're doing here, because of how crazy they made her hair. The character design artist went insane with her hair, and it's like fits into like her maid, like her little the little hat she wears, like the bangs of her hair go, like, you see what I mean? Like the bangs, the top part of the bangs start at the bottom of where the headpiece goes. But yeah, Goyas, we get to play as the maid now. Oop. And since nobody was here, I decided to take care of the place. Shameless, it sounds like you have something to do with my mistress's absence. Oh, is that what it sounds like? You're pretending to stay calm, but I wonder how you really feel. Oh, you seem to have ruined your lovely expression. I don't think you grasp what you're doing here. That's my line. Why don't you cool down a little? Like, literally, they had someone draw a hyper-realistic eye. Well, not hyper-realistic, but a realistic eye. Ooh, what? Spring hasn't come yet. Should I really say this? Spring. It's interesting, isn't it? Well, I'll stop the hints for now. Wait. Someone's stolen spring. Someone. For some reason. Anyway, adieu. So, basically what she hinted at is what we know to be the plot of Toho 7, which was released in 2003? 2004? TLDR, Yuyuko gathers spring from all over the land to revive a cherry tree. However, the cherry tree is possessed by a yokai. And, well, it kind of messes up with the nature of things. She tries to revive the body of someone who is buried underneath the tree with the power of spring that's given into this presumably evil-spirited tree. And it looks like history is repeating itself. Much like how the original Tohovania, the one we just played, was was heavily based off of and repeating a lot of the plot elements from Toho 6. So this one just goes the next step. Spring isn't coming. Indeed, it should be spring here now, but this temperature. And this has something to do with my mistress? Ojo-sama. Ooh. Select your partner or your sub-weapon. Select your partner or sub-weapon. Oh, we get a loadout. Ooh. We get her knife, we get her clock, and that's it. Ebony Forest. Where did she go? Okay. And now we get a knife, but that's our whip. Oh. And we get a stamina meter now for our flight. Because, ooh. Dive kick. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we get a backdash. Ooh. Okay, those are one. Oh yeah. Sakuya's traditionally very oh. Huh. So yeah, you can't get out of that backdash. Okay. So yeah. So it goes based on where your forward facing direction is when you input it. However, the angle is set. There's a skill. You can aim down. Up is a skill. Looks like. Oh, cool. We get a time stop. Yeah, looks like we get a legit-ass time stop in this game. Oh. You have to kill it at the root. Okay. Interesting. That didn't really fight. But yeah, movement is a lot more, Ooh, that counts as an attack too. Ooh, that's good. Okay, yeah, I am liking it. But then again, you give me that time stop, and I will praise your game. You just give me a time stop. There we go. You got to be careful though, because input that backdash is pretty easy to put in on accident, especially with an analog stick. Even if you're slightly at a diagonal, even if you're putting in a side, you're gonna do that. Can I? Okay. So it's just a little bit of parallaxing, but other than that, not really. Okay, that uses stamina. Also, I didn't even notice there was something there. Wait. Ooh, you can move. Yep. See, like that, you even have a hint of down in your input, and she'll do that. I'm gonna have to remap the analog stick and the D-pad to switch, unfortunately, but not something I'm gonna do right now. Oh yeah, good night, Goyas. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Really appreciate it, as always. It's really nice of you. But yeah, go rest, relax, have fun. Take it easy. And then, ooh, Castle Flaming, this is pretty classic. There we go. Doesn't actually do that much damage compared to her whip. Well, her quote-unquote whip. More food. We'll grab it. Something over here? No. It's just to prevent you from falling, I guess. Or to ambush you right there. Yeah, no, I'm not falling for that. Good try, though. This game feels good, at least, like, to control. Like, I mean, the original did too, but just, like, the agility that she has feels like it's going to be really nice. Okay, Mei-Ling should be about here, right? Oh. This is the Scarlet Devil Castle. But last time, it was destroyed. It's not quite the same as the old one, but the ominous vapors, it's unquestionably the Scarlet Devil Castle. Perhaps my mistress recreated it? Mm. No, if Yukari is involved, that couldn't be it, and my mistress would surely have told me about it. But then, who could have built this castle? Mm. And that voice. Mei-Ling. What the devil? What's going on here? I think she's saying, untie me now, talk later. Yes, yes, I see. You want me to untie you quickly? Mm. Alice? You're Alice. Well, if isn't Remilia's mate. Can you explain what you're doing here? What? Looks like you've already greeted our gatekeeper. Like this? Oh, Mei-Ling, what's she doing? Wait, me? You're the only one here, so who else could have done it? I don't know, really, I don't know. What? It wasn't me? Yeah, that's a good face. I had nothing to do with this. She seems to be telling me to make use of force. Hold on. Hold on, let's... Oh, that's a throw. Hold on. I dodged all that. I can't believe I dodged that. Okay. We'll just keep doing our old tricks. Ooh, you can ground cancel again. Yep. And then, ooh, they can still hit you. Okay, good to know it has the jank from the original release of the first one. Meaning bosses can die, but you can still take damage from bullets. That didn't happen in the HD remaster that we just played, but that was a well-known bug from the original. So are you ready to talk now? Sorry, but like I said, I had nothing to do with this. That was your last chance. You could at least ask the gardener what actually happened. Oh, I suppose I could. Oh, thank you. Anything? Who tied you up like this? Well, I was in the mansion's garden, took a nap, and... I mean, it was just a little rest break. By which you mean a nap. I'm sorry. And then? I was napping, and suddenly someone... So it could have been anyone. Hmm? What are you looking at me? Oh, I'm certain I have an alibi. Yes, an alibi. I saw you shopping at Korindo. Ah, so it's impossible for you to have attacked Mei Ling. Exactly. I just felt something strange in this direction, so I came here. Ah, I see. Oh, finally you believe me. Saka, you're always like that when it comes to Remilia. Like what? No, nothing. So, Mei Ling, let's enter the castle. Okay. It's scary. Mei Ling has joined your party. And traditional. Let's see if I can do this. Nope. It's going to not let me. Bum 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 bum. Good fanfare. Now you pick your partner or your sub-weapon. So we're going to pick our knife, of course. We're going to pick time stop, and we're going to pick Mei Ling. Because that's all we got. Yep. Okay. Well. Pretty traditional. Although these guys keep coming. I won't complain about free. I knew that was going to happen, so I'm glad the first one was just there to throw you off. Ooh. And so was the last one. Okay. I don't want to particularly have a knife throw, unless it's, like, really good. Like, powerful. You know? Well... It's a hold. Okay, I changed my mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Whoa, that has an arc. Oh. Hmm. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Same weakness. And then you can throw a singular one. They're about 1-to-1. Oh, those are like come... You like suck those up like way better. Okay. And then she's going to space me. Oh, can't do that. These are like actually 3D environments. There we go. I don't know about the Yukuri in... So chest hitbox seems to be what it does, because it went right through my face. Nope. How much does time stop cost? I guess we'll... Oh. Hold on. Time stop. Oop. Like 20? Or was it like 60? I need to wait until I find something else worth stopping time for. The slight angle down on that is helpful. But then again, I guess it's Castlevania, like... Wait. Well, that's nice. It's still pretty... It's still linear. Not like Metroidvania, but... Oop. There we go. That one... Ooh. Hold on. Gonna go over here and see what's going on over here. Not much. Alright. I should not have done that. That was a mistake on my part. There we go. Whoa! The animation on that throws me off. But that's very good. I mean, I love the, like, stop-motion animation kind of thing. Okay, so she kind of just, like, dives, and she'll bounce off a wall if... Okay, I'm going to switch to the time stop just as an emergency. Oh, come on, you. I think it might be worth stopping time for that guy. Okay. We're gonna grab as much ammo as we can, because we get more score for that. But more importantly, we can stop time more. Okay. Oh. Okay, they're instant death. Good to know. Well. That felt pretty good. It's like 40. I suppose I could have hit that with a knife. I forget how it has like anti-projectiles properties. Yep, take that. Gonna go down here and get some more ammo. Switch back to the time stop. A little platforming, huh? I guess because they nerfed your flight in this game, they can now you can now give you a little platforming. Because I mean, you get a little bit, but you get like what, 3/4 of a screen, full screen worth of stamina to fly. I don't like the looks of that. What? Interesting. Oh, hey, Shun. Yakumo's Shikigami. Oh, the maid of the Scarlet Devil mention. What are you doing here? If you're here, I smell Yukari's involvement in this after all. Answer my question. Did your master build this castle, or... Don't ask questions yourself. Whatever, shall we proceed? No, I was told not to let anyone pass the Scarlet Devil mansion. Mailing, do you have any catnip? That would be convenient, but no. You think you can lure me away? Your mouth is watering. I'm not that stupid. It's impossible to talk to a cat. Oh, her Denmaku is gonna be relevant to her... Ooh. Oh boy. And then here comes... Oh. Crap. Well, I'll do that. I'll take it. Kia. I'm Master Ron's faithful assistant. Fair enough, but I don't want to cause more violence, so... Hmm? We don't have any catnip, but... You're still looking for a lure. How about this foxtail? That's... How long can you hold out? That's pretty cute. Okay. Now, stage 3, catacomb. We'll take our knife, time stop, and melee. Scepters and blade of sin. Ooh, okay. You have to fly first. Good to know. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna retry. There we go. Just in case we get that no death bonus for later. Okay. Oh, spirits. Okay. Gonna have to be careful there. Why is it... Why is a headstone bum rushing me? I don't like the implications of being rushed down by a tombstone. Oh. I just kind of accepted my fate there. I was trying the time stop, but... There we go. I don't even want to touch that hitbox. You can just use your flight to control how high you go. Barely. Whew, that was close. No death special, or no death bonuses and instant kill traps. What a combination. Oh, fishman. And flaming wheel skeletons. Okay, there we go. Where'd that flaming wheel thing go? Nope. Nope. I don't trust those. I really don't trust I really don't trust those. It looks just like that. Oh. Oh. Oh, you have to hit the skull. Oh, the ones that don't move can essentially like passively summon those spirits. Hmm. This one's got a generous hitbox too with oh. Well. I mean, oh, well. There we go. Hmm. Let's take a couple hits. 1, 2. Hmm. Is there not an underground? There we go. Oh, your area is pretty limited, actually, for pickup. Whoa. Good positioning. Okay. Right. You gotta kind of bait it, or guess you could do that, but that, wait. Oh, that uses stuff though. Oh, Komachi, what are you doing here? So she's serving as the Sanzu River guide who basically just think of the river Styx. Another weirdo. Why are you here? My job is to ferry souls of the dead. But I don't think you can sell tickets for something like that. And by the way, I'm still alive. But as a human, you'll need to cross it eventually, right? I suppose so. May we use your boat then? Oh, okay. I thought that was that little particle effect was spawning fishmen. I guess they don't stay in your boat. They just kind of jump. Well, I guess thank you, Komachi. I guess. Okay, boss. Oh, you're Saikyoji's girl. We meet in a strange place. She's got such a good Castlevania design, holy crap. Well, it suits you to have one foot in the Sanza no Kawa, because she's half human, half ghost. If you're waiting here to ambush people, perhaps you know something? About what? Well, where the spring and my mistress have gone. Not interested. You'll explain it to me whether you're interested or not. I'm not interested, and I don't want to explain it to you. So you don't want to tell me. Too bad. I hoped we could speak peacefully. Your face is not that of a peaceful person. Okay, yeah, you're... Where did you go? There you go. Oop, wrong way. That's... Oh. There we go. Here's another thing I still can't cut. Damn it. Doesn't matter if you're interested or not, or willing to explain or not. If I can't get answers from you, I'll just have to ask your mistress. There we go. Okay. I think for now, we'll leave it there. Let's go ahead and select everything, but we will pick up, we'll probably pick up, it's like Pacholis, seems so. What the devil is going on? Okay. We will continue at another time, but for now, it was enough to do a short stream, and my throat's starting to get a little dry, so I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who happened to be here, happened to hang out, spend some time. It was nice. Let's do, since we are at the library, let's do the Magic Library level. Oh yeah, I know. Well, that's also the thing, is talking for a couple hours without anything to wet your whistle doesn't help. Okay. But yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Um, probably later this week / weekend we'll do something. I'll see if I can't do art soon. I don't know if I can stream something I'm working on, but